So in the middle of my workshop, let's see if we can get this, I have this giant full-size freezer, and it's taking up a lot of space, so I've moved everything. My lathe is behind that pile of shenanigans right there. You can see my grinder over there, my sander, but right now we're going to be moving this huge freezer to try to make a little bit of room in my workshop. Alright, so this is where the giant freezer once was. I've set up my bench grinder table there, and that's actually the perfect height. I mentioned this once before, but that table that it's on is actually an old end table that we had in our house many years ago, probably 6-7 years ago. And we were going to get rid of it, but it is a perfect bench table for that spot. I used to have it over there on the end of that little platform. Now I moved it over. So you can see the wall back there. Behind that wall is that's the stairway to our upstairs of our house. And you can see it's not finished. Usually in the winter, the door behind it is closed, so it doesn't really get too cold in here. Usually, sometimes I'll run a space heater in here if I'm outside working, but I'd like to eventually finish that wall, so my wife will stop calling it the scary room. And so I have some empty space there. I'd like to use that for storage. I'm not 100% sure what I'll be doing as far as storage goes, so if you guys have some ideas, please feel free to let me know. Right now, actually, I'm going to spin the camera. There's my lathe. Right now, I'm using this old garden rack. It's kind of, the sun's starting to set, so it's kind of hard to see. But I've got some sandpaper there. I've got some pieces of wood that are drying. Some miscellaneous tools that I don't really know where to put. Extra saw blades. So that's currently what I'm doing as far as storage goes. I've got my garbage bag there. Over here is where I keep, I have the lathe in the first part of this video. You couldn't really see it because I had all those pieces of drywall and wood stacked up against it. So you have a piece of black walnut over there and some tools that I haven't put away yet from this evening's or this morning's move. And the last thing I want to show you guys before I call today is let's see if we can get out in the light. We've got this, and if you're a chess player, you know what this is. It is a pawn piece. And this is just a prototype. This is not what it's eventually going to look like. I like the overall design, but it's a little too short, so I'll probably make it about ½ inch longer. And this bulb part up on top, this part, I'm going to make a little bit smaller, and obviously it'll be even, it'll be smoothed out. So yeah, that's what's going on in Youba Woodworking. And thanks for checking in on me. Thanks for seeing what I'm doing as far as spring cleaning goes, and got some things to look forward to. Take care, guys. Have a good night.